Hello, everyone. How are we all doing today?
Oh, I am doing well. How are you, Ryan?
I'm doing good. I'm very excited for today's stream. I feel like I was like telling you beforehand, like I've been in the zone of some work. I'm like in a good mood for the stream and everything. So we're feeling good. Yeah.
We love to hear it. I just brewed a fresh cup of coffee. So I also feel good going into this. Have my little mushroom mug back.
That is a pro move right there, indeed.
It
We're going to give everyone a few minutes or a few seconds here to just get loaded onto the stream. We know we just had a stream end from Jacqueline. So give everyone a second for ad roll and things like that. And then we'll jump into the slides from there.
Yes. For those of you who are at Jacqueline's stream, how was it? I caught the beginning of it and looked like a lot of fun. But I'm curious to see how the rest of it was. Knowing Jacqueline, I'm sure it was wonderful. Okay, yeah, really fun. Jack nailed it. It was very blasage. Shocking answers, really.
Absolutely shocking, yes. Let's share that.
I see you're in the office today.
That is true. I am in the office. I went to a whole different state for Global Hack Week today.
Yeah, I didn't
really wanted
realize
it to
this
feel
was
global.
a traveling event for you.
Yeah, I wanted it to feel global. You know, I wanted it to feel feel special for everybody at home. I definitely didn't have any
to go
other
to another
motivations.
country.
Another country. I could maybe make it up to Canada for a Global Hack Week stream. That could work.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Someone just saying my name here. I'm not sure what I did.
Love that.
Not sure what I did. All right, we should be good to go here. I can see folks have filtered in and are viewing at this point. So we will go ahead and kick it off here. Welcome everybody to day 6 of Global Hack Week Share. We're thrilled to have you as always here. We'll do some introductions to kind of get things going. Do you want to start with yourself, Mary?
Yes, I would love to. Hi, everyone. For those of you I haven't met yet, my name is Mary. And my fun fact of the day is Ryan and I are streaming from the same state today, which hasn't happened during Global Hack Week yet. So very excited. Please feel free to send me anything that you're building this week. I checked on Twitter today and got to see some of the cool stuff that y'all are making. And once again, my current coffee order is a cold brew with oat milk. And I do want to share that yesterday, this fun fact inspired me to go get one after the stream today. And it was delicious as always.
We've confused the hackers. Neither of us are in Canada today, just to quickly address that. We're both in New York here. I'm Ryan. I help run the events team here at Major League Hacking. So I get to work on all sorts of exciting events like Global Hack Week, our member event hackathons, all sorts of great stuff like that. I traveled to a different state for today's stream. I was really, really excited and wanted to feel a little bit more global. So already made that joke once this stream. We're going to make it again because I prepared it ahead of time.
And you wanted us to be able to be in the same state.
That's true. That's true. I did want us to be in the same state. I thought it would be cool, for everybody at home.
Also, I love the city where most of the Marvel heroes stay. I want that to be the distinguishing characteristic of New York City.
That's how you know it's New York. It's like, that city where most of the Marvel folks are from. I like it. I love it. I also really like this one. Is it the state of confusion? Hopefully not. Hopefully not for anybody. But we'll see. So what went down yesterday? I suspect plenty of cool stuff. You want to walk us through it?
Yes. So we had a lot of cool stuff go on yesterday. You all shared a ton. We're very in the spirit of Global Hack Week Share, which we love to see. I pulled the number of registration or check-ins, that we've had at our live stream so far. So this isn't even including any of our 12 p.m. daily live streams or our mini events. This is purely technical content. So 5,000 times y'all have gone out to try to learn something new at one of our workshops or technical live streams, which I think is so cool to see. That really just shows you how much dedication we have in our community this week to really show up and, put yourself out there trying to learn something new at a workshop. So I was so impressed to see this number. We had some really cool art created. Ryan, I can already tell you're smiling, getting ready for this one.
Well, I'm excited because I didn't get to do any of the art stuff yesterday. We brought on TNR, so I'm glad to be here to review some of it,
Yes, yes. So the first screenshot I have is y'all working on Ritvi's technology and art stream. So hold yourself before we get to the actual art on the next slide. But I just thought it was cool that y'all showed up and got to do this mini event again after it was so loved at our last event.
We love to see when folks are in chat as well.
And
what do we got here?
Okay, this is like probably one of my favorite things I've seen so far this week. I'm giving this person a swag drop because I'm so obsessed with it, but it's a little like infographic on why you should come hack with us at Global Hack Week.
I love it.
Isn't that so cool?
Yeah. That's really cool. Nice.
Very, very impressed with that.
Good.
Oh, I was just gonna say, outside of that, they still did more things.
More things.
There's
some learning. It looks
there
like
was some learning. Yeah, y'all learned from some experts yesterday. We had 4 different experts in open source join Jay yesterday morning and teach y'all about what open source is, how to get started with it. I was sitting in on that session and loved the questions that you were all asking. I think you were able to really learn a lot from them, which we love to see. Yes. There was like such good energy at that session.
We had some bots that were created, which is not surprising to me. I think this is like, when I made a Discord bot recently, I feel like it was both surprisingly like easy or like straightforward is maybe a better word for it, and felt like very like physical in a way, whereas like something immediately happened with it. But see what we made here.
Yeah, so I wanted to show this one just because I thought it was really cool. Someone made a little music bot for pausing your music. And I personally feel like I would find this very helpful because I got a new keyboard and the pause button like isn't super convenient on it. And so the idea of just like a text-based controls, I feel like would actually maybe be faster for me. So thought this was cool.
I'm not trying to blast this hacker here, but I feel like that's ridiculous that hitting the space bar versus typing out a message.
I'm a very fast typer, so.
I want to know what your space bar looks like. Does it like move around so it's hard to hit? Like what's the situation here?
Well, it's because I have the like touch bar. And so the pause button, I think there's a way to change the settings on it, but people are going to roast me for this. I've only had the computer for like a week. But the like pause, play, skip buttons kind of collapse. And so I have to press something to bring them back out onto the touch bar, and then I can do it.
So I know you can make like you can write like custom software for the touch bar, right? I really want someone now to make like a pause button that like bounces back and forth, and you have to like time when you're gonna hit it.
You have to find it.
Yeah. Global Hack Week challenge for y'all. Someone make it happen.
I've seen people have like little flash games on theirs too. Like I haven't seen Chrome Dino specifically, but I feel like that's one you could do on there.
Speaking of games,
yes.
What a transition. We didn't plan that one, but we love to see it. What was built here?
Yeah, so I saw some really cool games. This person made a maze game that you try to escape and had shared it with other people to play and won it. So I thought that was cool to see. I know Danielle did a stream yesterday on making games, so I wasn't sure if this came from that stream or if you just did this on your own, but regardless, very, very cool.
And we've got a kind of a heads up about what's coming here. You want to run us through all of our awesome sessions today?
Of course. So yeah, again, we have another very full day. So the first thing we have after this, I'm very excited about. Shai, who is a longtime member of the community, I imagine some of you probably know who he is going to be doing a workshop at 1 p.m. on containers. So if you aren't familiar with containers, you can just make shipping your code a lot easier. So just stick around for this or after this stream for that. You can meet Shai and learn some cool new skills there.
I love this comment. We're glad that you enjoy it. We're glad that you enjoy it.
We're so glad.
What is Isabel doing here?
Yeah, so right after Shai's workshop, Isabel is going to be here at 2 p.m. Eastern time creating a business plan. She's worked in startups and other spaces like that before, so I'm very excited for you all to learn from some of her past experiences. She told me a little bit about what she's planning, but y'all are going to like fully, talk about products and revenue and like everything you would kind of need to get started with a startup.
It's awesome.
Next up after that, Hannah is wrapping up her web development track, 4 p.m. Eastern time today. If you missed tracks 1 and 2, that's okay. She'll have the code for you. You can download and go with it from there. But don't want to miss out on this one. And then after that, Manya's wrapping up her track. So the mobile development track is going to be all wrapped up. 6 p.m. Eastern time today. I'm very excited to see the apps that y'all made. So I can't wait for tomorrow once I see everyone's wrapped up.
Nice.
After that, at 10 p.m. tonight, Ritvi is going to be doing our Dfinity workshop. So this is building your first game on the internet computer. Super, super informative workshop. If you haven't gone to this before, definitely mark your calendar for it at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight.
Nice. Got some cup stacking back here again.
Yes, back-to-back Ritvi with cup stacking at midnight tonight. I say this every time we're on cup stacking, but this one's so much fun. If you haven't done it digitally yet, I promise it's like more fun than you might think it's going to be. So show up to it. You don't need to prepare anything. I recommend not preparing anything, to be honest, and you'll have fun. Nice. Oh, we have a cup stacking winner even.
Yeah, an expert. I don't know how do you say a username like this? 45145, or do you say like the number the regular way? But tell us what your cup stacking like pro tips are. If you're a winner, I want to know like what your pro tips are.
How do you win?
Mm-hmm. What is Harshal up to?
Yeah, so this is Harshal's only stream of this Global Hack Week. So make sure you go to it 6 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. He's going to be hacking with Twitter webhooks. I know we have a lot of Harshal fans in the community, so you don't want to miss this one.
Nice.
And then after that, Isabel is going to be back. She's doing 2 streams on day 6 now. She's going to be creating a data visualization. So that's going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time, which rolls right into our very last session of tomorrow, which is Ryan and I back for the daily leaderboard update.
Of course.
Not the leaderboard update. People are going to roast me for calling it that.
That's all right. We it's Friday energy, Mary. We're allowed.
It really is.
We're allowed to be silly and goofy, and I feel like day 6 of Global Hack Week, you get whatever pass you want. So
yes. Also, this comment does cup stacking at midnight. Unbalanced stack falls. People in my house. A ghost.
I love it.
It's like a short story, really.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Love that.
Awesome.
Another reminder, I know we've given this to you before, but if you haven't already, add the calendar to your Google Calendar so that it's just easy for you to join the streams right from there and you know when it is in your time zone. Nice. And I think I have a special guest who's coming up now.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to be off for the rest of the stream here. So I'm going to say goodbye to everyone, and I'll catch you all next time. But enjoy the special guests, and talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Bye, Ryan.
Yeah. See you, everyone.
Is my special guest ready to come on? Yes? Okay. Cool.
What's going on, y'all? How you doing, Mary? I love the what's the word I'm looking for here? The miscommunication or the misdirection, as one would say. It's the hallmark of a great magician.
People are so excited to see you. Look at these.
We're out here. Thank you, Aerosol fan. I appreciate it. Yes.
Fan club showed up to this session.
I appreciate it.
This is incredible. I will let you do your thing though. You brought some things to share?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm going to be showing y'all a little bit of how to code using Coil, using the Web Monetization API. In case y'all haven't had the opportunity to actually take advantage of some of the challenges that we've had going on during Global Hack Week, share. I'm going to give you the lowdown on how you could easily implement some of these API endpoints into your code currently, and just like, how to use some of the features. So yeah, we're going to be diving into that, and I hope y'all are ready. It's going to be a hacky experience. I was trying to fix this application 5 minutes ago, so it's going to work, but it's also going to be amazing. So I will, I guess, kick it off now.
Go for it.
Awesome. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. First thing y'all are gonna want to do is look at my screen. So I've got this awesome screen here, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna see that I actually wrote a step-by-step walkthrough on exactly how to enable web monetization on your API in minutes. Basically, the first thing you're gonna want to do is get set up on that. If you don't know where to find that article, you can actually go to hack.mlh.io/learn, and you'll see that we actually have a coil starter kit here. When you click on get started, it's going to bring you back to that same step-by-step walkthrough of how to get your project enabled with web monetization. So I think a lot of y'all are probably wondering what web monetization actually is. Well, it's, really just the simplest way to put it is that if you put a payment pointer into your website, it's just a way for websites to request micropayments from the website visitor. And right now, what Coil does is it actually has a service that allows creators to not only host their projects on the Coil network, but also it allows for uh, payments to be transferred from one person to another. Now, the way that that's done is through a payment pointer, and it's extremely easy to not only get one set up for yourself, but to actually enable one in your code. So if you look down here, you'll see that everything is coming from the Interledger protocol. This first step is going to be what you're going to want to do in order to get set up with a payment pointer. I won't really get into that right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a list of payment pointers that you can actually access now in order to have like any proceeds from your website actually be donated to great causes. So here is the list over there, and it's going to be linked in the article as well. As you can see, there are places like Default Foundation, Free Code Camp, Web Foundation. These are great places that you could actually start to forward the earnings from your websites over to. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose Free Code Camp because I learned a lot of cool stuff from them. And let me just really check and see if we have anyone out here to say anything. Rosendo is here to say add. Absolutely. Yep, this is going to be added. And what I want you to do is I want you to add an extra D to the end of that and add web monetization over to your websites currently. So here's what I got. I'm going to get this payment pointer from Free Code Camp, and I'm going to add it to an existing website that I have. As you can see, I've got this code all set up. It's a funny little website that I built, and it's on something called Glitch. So if you want to remix this, I'll drop the link to this in the chat as well. If you want to go in and kind of check this out yourself, you can make a remix of this code base. Basically, what you're going to want to do with the payment pointer that I just copied and pasted from the previous page, you're going to want to put that into a meta tag. It's got to have the name monetization on it, and the content is going to be your actual payment pointer. So, I believe that is the correct one. There you go. Yep. So basically everything that I'm doing right now is actually going straight to Free Code Camp's like payment wallet on whether it's Uphold or the other provider that Coil actually supports. Yeah, it's like basically anyone that visits my website is going to be like, sending micropayments over to freecodecamp.com.org. So that's pretty awesome. But basically, what does it look like for folks to see actual monetized content? As you can see in this HTML file, I've got a style that's hidden, and I've also got a script that's running. Basically, what it's doing is it's adding and removing classes from a class list on these HTML elements, and that'll cause them to either display or not display based on whether or not the person viewing my website has monetization already enabled, meaning they already have the Coil extension listed in their web browser. So right now, to normal, typical users, this is what the Cute Pupper Pages website is going to look like. It's going to be a picture of a puppy here and 3 puppy pictures there. But if you have the Coil extension enabled, which you can easily do by just going to the Chrome App Store and downloading the extension, once you have the extension enabled, and sometimes this takes a little while, I was like trying to test it out earlier, but once I have this extension enabled, I'm going to be able to see content that was not previously, oh, and it popped up over there, that was not previously basically viewable by my web browser. So now that it knows that I'm a web monetized user, as you can see, I went ahead and snuck in a kitten chillin' picture over there. And also it's popping up this message that says, thank you for visiting and using Coil. So I'm going to show you how that looks in the code base itself. As you can see here, all I'm doing is using the DOM to grab either a class or an element or an ID that is connected to an HTML element within my code base. And based on whether or not monetization is true, so if document.monetization is true, meaning the actual coil extension is enabled in that person's browser, then it's going to remove the hidden display, which is display none by default. So when you remove the display none, basically what happens is like it starts to display content that was previously there. And that's only for, like I had mentioned before, the people that are already using the coil extension and also have an account via coil. So in case you're wondering, how do I get set up on an account with coil? You're just going to go into coil.com and you're going to get set up. I'm already signed in, so I can go straight into settings and it's going to show my personal information, but I'm okay because everything is actually like redacted there. But basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to https hackp.ac/GHW share coil, and you're going to fill out this form. Once you fill out this form, you're going to go ahead and get a free promo code that allows you to sign up for coil for free for the next 6 months. And basically you're going to be able to view and create monetized content the same way I just did. And like I said, this is like a really easy way of like enabling this type of functionality. It's not necessarily something that is like super fleshed out. So you could go ahead and take this same like basically what it is a state change within your within your user browser settings. So basically your program is checking to see whether or not a browser has a specific setting. So you can use that to actually do a ton of things. You can display animations. You can create exclusive content for people that are already signed up on Coil. And like I said, you could accept payments via the Interledger protocol and the wallet and the payment pointer that you have enabled here, which for me, like I said, is going to go to freecodecamp.com. So freecodecamp.org, pardon. And that's pretty much it for me. Honestly, if y'all have any questions, let me know. I think that's it for Coil for this stream. But I do want to let y'all know that there are a couple more challenges that are going to be listed today. So check them out and make sure that you participate, because you can get some free stuff, and also you can you can actually support financially some of the content creators that you love and that you personally support on your own. So just another way to kind of give back to the community, if you will. So that's it for me. Thank you so much, Mary, for having me. And yeah,
of course,
it's kind of like Patreon. Yeah, no problem.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry.
You are all good. Thanks, Ro. I want the chat to blow up with all of the Rosendo fan club that we have here today. Hashtag Rosendo community. I have a special announcement, though. Normally, we only do one special guest, which is great. But today, I thought it's Friday. We're going into a weekend. We should, just like make this stream extra special. So I've lined up a second guest for y'all today. Can I get a thumbs up from my special guest? They are ready, it looks like. Hello.
Hello.
How are you, TNR?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here as always.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about being the second special guest of the day, but I'm not. It could be worse.
I mean, like when you go to a concert, there's the band that plays first is just opening for the main show. So
I like that framing for it. I think that's fair. I do think that's fair.
I kind of think Rosendo was like an opener for you today.
I see. I think I can get behind that.
Help?
I think I think I can get behind that.
Okay.
So we're doing some like Q&A and stuff today.
We are. Before we do the Q&A, I need to give folks their bonus point because I think we might have some people asking for it. And then, I just wanted to bring you on to answer questions. I feel like we're constantly getting questions for you, so I figured it makes sense to just have you be part of the Q&A, right?
Well, I think there's the first question's already here. Is TNR always on a beach? I actually use a virtual background to kind of keep my location obscured intentionally. Got a big fan club, so you'll see me often streaming from Ryan's apartment. I do that kind of to mess with him, but we like to use a virtual background to not really reveal where we're located. No beaches. I think sand plus computers is not a good combination, you know?
Yeah, that's smart. Some people are asking, are you friends with Ryan?
I think the relationship has developed over the year or so that we've known each other. We initially were a little bit more antagonistic. I don't know. I think that's a fair word to use. I think we've reached a nice spot. I think mutual respect, maybe not mutual love. You know.
Okay, I think that is totally fair. What other questions we have for the chat? They can be for TNR. They can be related to Global Hack Week. Yeah, what questions do you have? People thought that Ryan was your mortal enemy. I don't know where that came from.
At one point, he might have been. You know.
Really?
I feel like when I was trying to uncover who the mascot was last year, we were really going back and forth at it. But,
yeah. I think that is fair.
First time fan, we love that. Glad that I meet expectations.
Lots of hearts. Very light on questions today.
I really like this one, though.
Just an absolute pro.
I really like this one.
I can't. I feel like we already addressed this. TNR does not live in the same apartment as Ryan. He got a screenshot of Ryan's apartment and just uses it as a virtual background, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
That is what I thought. Here's a question. That's not the one I was. We're fighting in the comments. I'll do mine first. There are only 4 sessions for the final day of Global Hack Week. I actually have 1 session that's going to be added in today. But yeah, we keep the last day pretty light. So the last day wraps up kind of early. Like our last day is, a few hours shorter than the other one. So we keep it pretty light on the schedule, let you finish up projects. So that's why there's not a ton on the schedule. And then TNR, I think you were going for this one?
I think we did this for a knit, right? Last year. Mm-hmm. I think the whole week of a knit, they kind of get ready to announce the new mascot, and they let people design their own versions of it first. I think they do that to steal your ideas, though. You know, they're trying to get out there and see what the good mascot ideas are. They definitely don't have it prepared ahead of time, you know. So I'd be careful with what you share, frankly. But
yeah. Last day wraps with Jack pinging everyone.
That is accurate. It's weird because they're representing autocode this week. So will they have the permission or the ability to add everyone? We'll have to find out, I guess.
We'll have to find out on Sunday.
Why is this event ending in 2 days, Mary?
Because it's Global Hack Week and the week ends on Sunday. Which is sad to say, but all good things must come to an end. There is good news though. If you're sad about this week ending, do you know the news? I realize I don't actually think I've talked to you about this.
About it?
So about Global Hack Week, we're doing 2 more Global Hack Weeks this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's going to be 4 in the fall. Typically in the fall, we just do
2, right?
We just do 1 in the fall. Sorry. We're doing 3 this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good news. I got to clear up my schedule, but I'm down.
Yeah. If you have our Google Calendar on added into yours, I'll make sure it's on there.
Also, it looks like the chat did not know that either. We're getting some woes.
We're getting a lot of woes. Y'all can actually sign up for the very next one right now. Let me get you the link for that. I know it can feel like there's a lot of time between these, but there really is not. If you've been hacking with us for a few Global Hack Weeks, you'll know that it feels like an instant between the 2 of them.
I like this comment, but I think they got the names mixed up. Totally not Ryan. I don't know if you're just trying to refer to me by my last name there or what, but it's totally not Ryan. It's the name.
That's a common piece of confusion. It's understandable.
Yeah. Believe it or not, though, shades are not super practical for indoors, but it's kind of part of the look at this point, part of the aesthetic that people expect when they come on stream. And so here I am peering over the top of the glasses, you know.
It is. I grabbed the link for y'all. I wanted to check to make sure this short link worked, and it does.
Mm-hmm. Someone said, aren't you at the beach, though? Again, sand and computers don't mix particularly well, so not at a beach. Not at a beach.
I don't know why so many people in our community seem to think that you need to be at the beach to just have a more tropical wardrobe.
Yeah.
You know?
I wear a tropical shirt every day. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's called fashion.
I like this idea. Global Hack Year seems interesting.
Global Hack Year is the MLH season.
I suppose that's fair, but I was thinking more of like new challenges every day, like me and you stream every day, you know. 365 days.
It's
we could
like
do 366 in a leap year. That'd be exciting.
The TNR Mary and Ryan radio show.
Mm-hmm.
Tune in every day. Oh, I like this a lot. Tropically Not Ryan.
There you go.
That's good. That's very good.
It looks like we're light on what state are you in? I could reveal what state I'm in. I'm currently in California, but very early.
Don't give away too much.
9:30 a.m. If anyone wants to go check that.
Mm-hmm. Sounds right.
It does sound right.
What other questions do y'all have? Like, we've gotten a lot of comments today, just not a ton of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. TNR, have you ever been to New York?
I've been to New York. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I traveled around quite a bit before the pandemic, but been keeping it safe since then, you know?
Totally.
Hat if our next mascot is TNR. I don't think that TNR is going to be the next mascot. They do like letters of the alphabet, so G is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think, but when we get to T season, I don't know how many years away that is. I'm really hoping it will be Totally Not Ryan. But,
you'll license your likeness out to us?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Here's a good question. What are the 2 additional Global Hack Weeks called? We have not decided yet. So stay tuned. They will be very similar to ones like this, where there'll be a light theming, but overall pretty open-ended. So you can come to them and kind of build whatever you would like. But we'll give you a little bit of a theme to help spark some inspiration there. But stay tuned for the names. I love the mascot suggestions people are sending. Make sure you keep these for Annette. Glitchy the Hacker Giraffe.
Yes. I'm seeing some confusion about the Global Hack Week events. They're right now, and Knit is the only one that's named, I think, and then the September, October, and December ones, they're going to get new names. But that's just the month that they're taking place in for now.
Yes. And where I got the 6 number from is because this is the second one we've done this year. So 6 total, not 6 more. Gaming Gorilla.
Yeah.
So good. Oh,
I'm seeing one about a t-shirt here. If you email the MLH team, shipping questions at mlh.io, I believe is the address. They typically can help you out with stuff like that. But you have to check in with them first there.
Go Zendo.
Go Zendo the giraffe.
Also, Gigi the goose.
How many tech things?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure how to qualify a tech thing. You know, like if we went really low level, like I know how to turn on and off computers, right? So I don't know like how low level.
You know how to like open a Word document.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like I can save Word documents.
Save as.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot is really what I'm saying.
Yeah, a lot. I would agree. Someone asking for machine learning sessions. I think that's certainly something that there's probably interest in.
This is definitely something I would love for us to get out of Knit. If you are missing it, though, this week, we do have a bunch of old ML sessions that we did. If you go and look on our YouTube page, you can see some of the ones we've done in the past.
Gazenda the Goose is also very good.
Okay,
they've asked a clarification. How many languages do you know, TNR? I think I'm going to struggle with this though too, because like how do we say like no? Like there's probably like 2 that I'm like confident writing in, but I think given a few hours of like adoption time I could write in most things, right? But there's probably like 2 to 3 that I come back to really regularly. So
Yeah.
Someone
asked a knit when. It is Sunday, July 3rd through Sunday, July 10th, 2022.
And no assembly as well, to answer your other question.
Not yet.
No. Frankie is actually gender neutral, I think, is the intention. So, but I don't know that our next one will be. I like this name suggestion too. I don't know if you're taking suggestions for that.
Collaborate. I do really like that.
Yeah.
Here's a really good question. What's different in a knit? So a knit structurally is going to be very similar to this. Workshops, live streams, fun mini events, all of that good stuff. But what makes a knit extra special is we do a bunch of cool hacker focused announcements during the week. So some of the announcements we made at last year's knit were the MLH Top 50, which were 50 community members that we recognized during the course of the week. We announced the season mascot, which is probably the most anticipated one that we did, and announced just a couple other like initiatives we were working on. So it's the very start of our hackathon season. They run July through June. So that's what kind of makes a knit special. And we call it a knit for initiate, since we're initiating the next season.
Can we do an MLH bottom 50? It would just be Jacqueline, so it's kind of tough to do. But the slot's already kind of taken up. But you like that one? I saw you laugh. Can't hide from me, Mary. Can't hide from me.
Ooh, shots fired. Jacqueline is a top 50 member, isn't she?
I think she probably is, yeah.
Do you know Google Forms?
I'm an expert in Google Forms.
Nice.
I would say.
I've endorsed you on LinkedIn for Google Forms.
Unironically, I quite like Google Apps scripts, but it's got some limitations too.
Someone said every time I hear a knit, I think a knit from Python. Yes, that is the idea of like whenever you use a knit in a Git pull or in your code or any of the other things that use a knit.
Cool.
Okay,
well,
no sad reacts yet. We still have 2 more days. I feel
like the hackers pull this on you all the time. They like start getting sad and sappy before the event is even over.
And like to really put it in perspective, if this was a like typical MLH hackathon, we would just be at the very beginning of it with how much time we have left. So we have like a full hackathon's worth of content over the next 2 days. So it's way too early to be sad about it ending.
I've actually been thinking about doing like a full beard for a knit. I don't know if there's community interest in that, but something we're considering here.
Could be very cool. Yeah. Could be very, very cool. Oh, great question. TNR, what's your morning routine like for this mighty mustache?
I mean, honestly, I kind of just wake up looking like this. So I don't really have a good answer for folks here, unfortunately. Yeah. I know that not everyone can be blessed with such a powerful feature, but here I am.
You were just born with it.
That is true. Well, listen, I got to run to do some hacking, and I think you probably have stuff to do for the event as well, yeah?
I do. I'm going to run over to Shai's workshop, so everyone should go take a quick 20-minute break and then come right back to Twitch. 20 minutes from now, you can meet Shai, who has been in our community for a very long time, who's going to do a really cool workshop on Docker and containers to help you ship projects very quickly. But yeah, any parting words, TNR?
Enjoy the day, and we'll catch you all tomorrow.
Cool. Bye.
See you, everyone.